All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It is the Black Top right here on Legacy Internet Radio. It is your boy Mike J, the host of Do the Most, alongside Milan, alongside Mikhail, and DJ Worldwide. And we have a special guest in the studio.
We're excited.
All the way across the pond, okay? Well, it's really bigger than the pond, I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know who came up with that one. But, ladies and gentlemen, man, we are pleased, we are honored to welcome our very special guest. She is a recording artist, okay? Former model. Okay, but she might be getting back into it. But Kale trying to recruit her.
A little bit, yeah.
She's trying to bring it to the dark side, you know what I'm saying? But... coming to you all the way from the UK, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Miss Shana Latrice is in the building. Hello.
Welcome.
Hey, nice to meet you all. I'm so glad to be here. So thank you.
Yeah.
Word. How's your week going? Everything good?
It's been pretty intense. Like, I've been in studio shooting videos. I'm going UK next week, so I've got to like do a lot of things, preparing me for when I'm there.
How long is that flight?
7 hours going there, 8 hours back.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't sit still for 7 minutes. Yeah. That's all right.
That's a whole work day right there.
I am ADD, okay? And you know me. But that's all right. That's cool. So what do you do on those flights? You go to sleep? You watch a movie?
Literally, I just knock out straight away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I do on my flights. I don't like to stay up doing flights.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I just knock out, yeah.
Word. Well, that's awesome. Well, welcome to the States. We're glad to have you
I'm
here.
happy to be here.
Absolutely. So let's begin. Of course, you're a recording artist. How long you been doing music for?
Wow, honestly, probably like 10 years.
Wow.
Okay.
I originally really took music seriously when I was 17. And I went to college for that. I studied music, performance and engineering
That's great.
for 3 years. So I did that, and then, I've got loads of different interests. So I tried a bit of radio, tried a bit of acting in theaters. I was a makeup artist for a bit, hairdresser for a bit, and then I did modeling, and then now I'm back to the music. So I've just done like a whole
You're
like
a
cycle.
free spirit.
Yeah. I've just done like a whole cycle. So now I'm like back to the music now, and I'm sticking with it. So yeah.
Well, at least everything relates. So you
Yeah.
use it all
Like
for
I
what you're
always
doing.
knew it was gonna be something like, just putting myself out there
Yeah,
basically, but I just didn't know which one I wanted. So I just had to try a few to figure it out, I guess,
That's dope. Because now you know exactly what to expect from each aspect of the entertainment
Yeah, that's
industry.
true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very well rounded.
Yeah. But I still get so shy. Like, it's crazy, but it is what it is.
Word,
I would
word.
expect that. What is the biggest adjustment when you come from the UK over here?
The people.
Really?
Yeah, that's like the biggest thing. The people, like the
crazy over here.
culture, like just the language, the dialect, like just everything, shopping, the food,
Really?
but mainly the people. Yeah.
What's the major difference with the people?
You can be honest.
Yeah, we know how we are.
Speak your truth. Speak your truth.
Speak on it.
It depends. Like I feel like socially, it's a bit more groupy.
Yeah.
It's a bit cliquey. That's the biggest thing.
That's fact.
Like as a business like mindset, it's way more like on it. Like the Americans are way more like on it. Like they'll
Yeah.
do anything to get to where they need to get to. Whereas UK people, we're so laid back. Like we'll just be like, yeah, it's okay. I'll try again like next year.
Yeah.
It's whatever. Yeah, like we're just super laid back. Where Americans, like it's like their time is gonna run out tomorrow if they do not achieve that goal today.
Straight up.
So it just depends what kind of like aspect you're looking from. But yeah, it just pretty much everything's just different.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Wow. So, like,
we are.
what is it like being a black woman over there in the UK? Like,
Oh.
is it similar here, or is it way worse here than it is there?
I think it depends where you live,
Okay.
because the UK is quite small. Like most people of diversity live in the big cities, realistically. So you've got London, which is like the capital. Then you've got Birmingham, where I'm from, which is the second city. And then you have Manchester, which is the third city. They're like the three biggest cities in the UK. So that's where you'll find like your most like, you know, black people, Asian people, like white people, like every Chinese people, like they're all mainly in those cities. And then all the other cities is predominantly white or Caucasian. I don't know what you guys say.
You on point.
Either
The
or.
people. White folk.
The others.
The others.
Yeah, so it just depends where you are. But like, I'm from Birmingham, so for me, it's like my social group, like me as a black girl, it isn't a thing at all. But if I go to like a really small town, it'd be like you know, probably a few stairs. But it's still it's still not like makes me feel uncomfortable stairs.
Right.
It's just like, oh, like, do you know what I mean? But I don't feel uncomfortable because as a model, like when I did modeling, I was traveling, so I went to all these, you know, small cities and stuff like that. So I just saw it for what it was, but I never felt like uncomfortable at all. So yeah, it's not really
That's
a
good.
thing like that.
So is there like, I mean, I know you mentioned a lot of different cities. So is there like a place that you go to tap into your writing and music, or where do you find your inspiration at?
I don't know. Like, I find it easier to write at night time than in the day. I think because our minds are just automatically like starting to wind down naturally, and then I can just focus solely on just the music instead of like, you know, my rings phoning, notifications, and like everything's just kind of still more at night, just in the day. So I just feel like more creative stuff come to me during the night, personally. So I don't really have like a place. It's just more of like just setting the kind of
The mood.
the intention.
You gotten your taste of American dating yet?
Yeah.
So hold on. Speaking of that, so for all our radio people, because you know, for our radio
For the
people,
radio
everybody
people.
can't
For the radio
see.
people.
Everybody can't see you. So the question is, because the people at home are listening to your accent,
Right.
and it's like they probably ready to take their clothes off listening to your voice, because a lot of times the accents, even like on like automated services, you can select the voice you want to pick, whatever, and everybody always picks that accent.
I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I love y'all.
It's beautiful, and
Very.
my question is though, do you feel the same way about our accents, like American guys? You know, does it feel like, oh my, does it sound rough? Does it sound country? Is it
Like,
sexy?
yo, what's
to
up,
you?
Shouty? How you doing, Shouty?
Yeah, I'll be honest.
That's cringy.
I think it depends where they're from, because there's like a whole bunch of different slang here.
That's true.
And it's the
And
slang
you be trying
that
to figure out what
throws
the
me
hell
off.
they say.
Not the accent, the slang.
Slang,
So it's just like, it just depends, but yeah.
So it's not a lot of slang over there overseas, huh?
I mean, we have different accents. Like my accent is completely different to like Naomi Campbell.
Yeah.
Like, we sound nothing alike.
Really?
Not at all.
She's
Like,
been here for a while too, though.
Yeah.
She's been here for about 30 years now.
do you think? No, we don't. Honestly, like from a Brit.
I never really paid attention to it.
Yeah, I
But
get
now
that.
I'm gonna pay attention to it.
Like we
same.
sound nothing alike. So, but from London people hearing us, they're like, "Oh, you got the Birmingham accent," and we're like, "Yeah, you got the London accent." Into thing for even there, like, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, there's loads of different accents in the UK.
That's cool.
So many, but
And I guess for us, they probably sound, we just call them the same, you know, like.
No, they be
we
like, "Yeah,
just-
you got a Hopewell accent." Oh, that's
Yeah.
a Houston accent.
yeah,
So, like, have you been to New York yet?
I love New York. I was there last week.
The accents
Like,
are way
literally-
different.
I love New York.
I don't know, I don't know. It's a bit. I guess it's a bit more raw. I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Aggressive, yeah.
Yeah.
It's more gritty.
But I think that's the only difference I pick up, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is it that you love about Richmond? What makes you feel comfortable settling here?
Well, honestly, my mom's brother lives here. So, like, I've been coming, doing little holiday trips since I was really young. But, like, as an adult, the first time I came here, I was 21 or 22, sometime in 2015, when I first came here as an adult with, like, a adult mentality kind of thing. And, like, I just thought, like, at that point where I was as well, I was really like trying to figure out like what am I doing and stuff like that. So I just needed a big break. Like I needed to get away. So I came here. I stayed here for 3 months, and then I was just like, I want to come back again for 3 months. Like came back again. I went home. Came back again for 3 months, and then I just started like meeting people, and I really like felt like I was finding myself again because I was like totally isolated from like everything I know. So I just liked the feeling of just like hitting that reset button. So it's like coming here, it's like I just felt brand new, and then when I go back home, I just feel like baggage. Like it's just baggage.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, because like a lot of people, I feel like in any city, not just countries, different countries, any city, you can go anywhere in the world, and there are people who live in that city who want to go somewhere else and start over.
Yeah.
And do you feel like you was in that space?
Oh, I was definitely in that space. But I will say, now that I'm actually here, I do miss England a lot. Like, I'm like, damn, like I really took a lot of things for granted when I was there. Yeah, like literally. But I would not move back. But
so it's not that bad.
It's not bad enough for me to want to move back. But I've realized that like it's like just the best. It's home.
Yeah.
So I do. I miss it. So yeah.
Word. So coming from overseas and now pushing your music in the American territory, how has that experience been for you?
You know, it's so crazy because like I was checking my like analytics on, you know, my streams and everything literally like 2 weeks ago, and most of my listeners are here, like in the States, and it's not like I've deliberately focused my marketing here. It's just happened. So like you wouldn't even believe the comparison to what it is here to what it is in the UK. It's crazy. It's such a big difference.
That's dope.
So that's kind of really like helped me a bit, like comforted me, like, okay, like they actually kind of like me here a bit. So it's like, it's made me kind of like, you know, really appreciate what I'm doing here even more. And then like back home, because in the UK, they pretty much copy everything Americans do anyway. So it's kind of like they'll just catch up.
We hot like that.
They'll just catch up.
They jocking us over here, y'all. We hot. Hey, we hot.
I've
over
definitely
here.
heard that before, though.
Yeah, they like English, like just they just look at Americans and think it's just everything to be like me. Just being here, people back home are looking at me like 10 times different than if I was there.
I want to go there.
That's what I hear all the time.
We are pretty original. The only thing that we don't have of our own is our hair, you know. But other than that, and our eyelashes. But everything else is original for the most part.
Right.
Vegan wool on our lashes, you know.
Yeah.
I took mine off.
Hilarious. Well, that's what's up. Well, you know, glad you doing good here.
But I
in the
will
States.
say, one thing I've noticed is that like Americans, when it comes down to like my music, is that even if it's terrible, they'll still clap for you. Whereas in England, like they'll just boo you
crickets.
straight up.
Are you serious?
100%.
It's like the Apollo.
If they don't like something, they're just quiet for the whole time.
Oh,
like,
Lord.
yeah, you really know if you're doing a good job. But here, like, they're still clapping. They're still like, you don't even know if you're like what's true. Like, you know
Yeah,
what
we're
I mean?
different. We clap because you get off the stage now. We like, yeah.
That's over with.
Thank
I've
God.
noticed
Jesus.
a few places I've been to, and I'm just like, really? Okay.
So do you feel like you guys are more upfront over there?
I think more honest.
Y'all are more blunt.
Yeah, like more like.
Can you imagine
straight to the
dating
point.
out there?
But I'm just saying that in terms of Richmond. I don't know if like all
Okay.
of America's like that. But
New
I've
York
just-
is definitely like the UK.
Oh, okay.
They'll boo you.
They're way more cutthroat.
Right.
Yeah.
They'll boo you.
The
Right. Yeah.
Apollo's in New York, and it's just like that.
Yeah.
If you trash,
Come off the stage.
they're gonna let you know ASAP.
Right.
You stink.
You know, all that. Man, it's
Get the
crazy.
Sandman out here.
So at one point, before we came back on the air, you mentioned you were doing modeling at one
Yeah.
point.
I did it for.
But you said you would never go back because Raquel over here was trying to recruit you.
Oh, really?
For those of you who are listening in the radio
Gorgeous
world
pictures. I did look at some.
and
thank
cannot
you.
see this young lady,
Subscribe to the YouTube. We'll show you all you need to know. Okay.
I mean,
she definitely
never say
Uh,
needs to be
never.
modeling.
It's just, I don't know. I feel like because I've done it for 4 years, it's kind of just like a really like good opportunity will have to start coming through for me to really go down that route, because it's just gonna feel like here we go again, like just like same thing that I've already done before. So that's the only really big reason, really.
Majesty models, modeling can get you some checks now.
Yeah, definitely. I just
Majesty
haven't
modeling.
met the right opportunities, I guess. Yet it was kind of like for 4 years. The first 2 was like cool. It was good, but the last 2 was like extremely good. But then towards the end, it was just like, okay, I'm just repeating the same thing now. So I just thought,
Yeah, sometimes it gets old.
yeah.
Well, never say never.
Never say never.
She trying to get you so bad. But that's what's up. So let's talk about your single.
Yeah.
Everything is changing.
Everything is changing. Everything is changing. Everything is changing.
Yeah.
Tell us about what was the concept behind that song for those who haven't listened to it yet?
Well, basically, I don't even know where to start. Like, it's a lot. But like last year was like the biggest like transformation like of my life. So a lot of it had to do with that, and it was kind of like me going through a whole kind of like transition in my life and who I am and what I'm surrounding myself with, and just a lot of just things like my faith like grew crazy.
Awesome.
That played a big part in my life
Word.
last year. And that was kind of like the main focus, really, just the transition of me just coming into who I want to be, basically. So everything is changing. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Word.
Awesome, man.
Well, especially being here, I'm sure everything is changing for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to go back to a certain question though, because I want to know the difference between UK dating and American dating. What's the biggest thing you notice as far as the men is concerned that you've met here? Are they more, because we think overseas they all dress like James Bond and all that, but
I like James Bond. I just
but
here.
what's the difference? What's the biggest difference you noticed?
I think Americans are more romantic.
100%.
Yeah.
Hey,
Come on now.
Hey,
all right
you just crushed
now.
my dream.
Talk that talk
Hold
now.
on. Can
But they are more corny as well.
Yes.
Right.
Thank
Right.
you.
Okay.
Yeah,
now
yeah,
it's
yeah.
real.
So it's like, that's like the biggest 2 things.
Tell me
What
about it.
else? I don't know, I think that's the main thing. Just a bit of cheese and very romantic. That's like the main difference. UK are just cutthroat. Like,
Really?
oh yeah, like if you get into an argument, they'll just leave you on the street for you to walk
Next.
home. Oh yeah.
Next.
Wow.
Oh yeah, they don't play, especially Jamaicans.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
they like that everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that story.
Well, this about to be. I can't wait to hear these love songs of hers, boy. This is about to be. You left me standing.
That hasn't happened to me, but yeah, I've heard things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So what's next for you? What's next? I know you pushing this single, but what
I'm
else is
working
coming?
on the EP. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's released on my birthday, which is April the 10th.
Aries.
Yes, Aries Gay.
Okay.
So I hope I can get it out by then. I'm releasing actually a new song, hopefully in the next week or 2. Just got a few things I need to finalize with that, but that song's called I Choose You, and it's actually about me speaking to myself in the mirror. So other people would probably think I'm talking to a guy, but I'm not. But yeah, I'm talking to myself, because the whole EP is based off Everything Is Changing. So each song represents something.
Like self-reflection.
Yeah, basically
I love
each
that,
song
yeah.
will reflect something about like what's changed basically in my life recently. So yeah, and obviously myself is being one of them. So obviously, yeah.
It's a nice little.
So definitely look out for that song.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
So
excited.
where can we find you and find your music?
Lashana Latrice, like literally everywhere. I had to literally change it back because I originally, my model name was Shana Latrice. I didn't want to go under the same thing, so I just took Latrice off and just had Lashana. But if you type Lashana in on Google,
Yeah.
I'm nowhere to be. Like I'm just sunken in the sea. And if you type in Shana Latrice, I just come up straight away. So I was like, I have to change it back. So like literally like a month ago, I went back to trying to transfer all the stuff that I've already done onto Shana Latrice.
See, name change. I went through a name change, so that's good. I was Kels, and now I'm Kels.
She sprung her name change on us today.
She forgot to pay some parking tickets. That's all
Right.
it is. You know, she got the cops looking for her, but that's all right.
Is
That's
you?
cool. It's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
found you.
Instagram talking to you right now. Lord Jesus.
You gotta give shout outs on Instagram, you know, promote.
Of course.
Promotion. That's
Of
all
course.
it is.
There it is. Well, shout out
Doesn't
to
it look
that.
like me?
I'm just making sure because people be having like fake pages. They be making you somebody else.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Somebody else will take your pictures
Yeah.
and make
What?
following up.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's called
You-
catfish.
wait, hold on.
That's
You
a
didn't know
thing. Yeah.
Wow.
Or they'll use some of your
Oh, it's
pictures.
real.
Well, actually, I have 2 pages that post stuff of me, but they asked for my permission, and I was like, "Yeah, go ahead."
No, take one of your pictures and do a reverse search on Google and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We have a real celebrity on the radio right now. The last couple people had like a couple thousand followers. She has 35,000 followers, y'all.
Oh yeah,
I told you I know
pop
my
it, pop it.
How does that feel, though?
You know what's crazy? I actually got up to 40,000, but since I started doing the music, it dropped.
Are you serious?
100% because people wanted to see pictures and videos. So I was transitioning and just people weren't feeling it, so they bounced.
Well, you gonna get
I
it back.
Yeah,
mean,
they said she
still
only got
doing
9
good.
posts up here. Hold on now. They
I
want to see some
deleted
pictures.
everything.
They want some pictures.
I deleted everything because I was just like, I'm just going to clear everything, basically. So I decided to do that in January.
How did that make you feel? Lose all those followers.
It does touch a nerve.
does that matter? It matters.
You
Does
still
that
got
matter to you?
35,000.
Well, I guess it matters to you because of the music, but the social media really matter.
I feel like you're building a platform, so you have you're putting in the work, whether it's a minute out of your day or an hour, like you're
Right.
still putting in the work to gain traction, to gain like all these different things, and then people just
Yeah.
dip because you're not now feeding them what they want to be
Right.
fed, and it's
Right.
just like, but if you really support me, then you also support this.
Exactly.
So it's like you weren't really supporters to begin with, kind
Yeah.
of thing. So I mean, it took me a while to I guess swallow that pill, but yeah, I'm okay with it now. It's
That's
nothing.
a part of everything's changing. You let it go.
Basically,
There you go.
The little fakeums go so you can gain the real.
yeah,
yeah, that's true.
basically, yeah.
Very true.
That's word. Well, shout out to that, man.
Thank you so much for watching our video. Now, if you don't mind, can you do us one more favor? Hit that subscribe button and also tap that bell notification. That way you're alerted about all of our live content, our live episodes, behind the scenes information, also live interviews with some of your favorite guests, and plus many more right here on Blacktop TV. Also, if you need more information about the show, follow us on Instagram, The Blacktop. That's DABLACKTOP, and you know me. Ha! I'm a poet, ain't even know it. I rhyme all the time. And that's about it.